Be me, Marcus Wright, 45 years old, senior consultant at Morrison & Blake for the last 18 years. Married to Claire, 2 kids in high school, decent guy. Or, at least I thought I was. Yesterday, I stood in front of my entire company and proved our HR director destroyed an innocent man's career based on lies. Showed receipts, security footage, timestamps. Watched her have a complete meltdown in front of everyone. Heard her say that innocent men getting destroyed is the price of progress. The partners suspended her on the spot. Scheduled termination meeting for this morning, 8 a.m. I'm sitting in my car outside the office at 7:45 a.m. Haven't slept. Keep replaying yesterday. Jason's face when I showed those Uber receipts. Sarah screaming at me. The room going completely silent. I thought I'd feel good about this. Vindicated. Instead, I just feel tired. My phone rings. Robert, the senior managing partner. Marcus, don't come up yet. Sarah's meeting is happening now. It's not going well. I can hear shouting through his phone, a woman's voice. Sarah. Stay in your car, Robert says. I'll call you when it's done. I sit there for 20 minutes. The office building in front of me, protesters already gathering outside with signs. Morrison & Blake hates women. How did they get here so fast? My phone rings again. Robert. It's done. She's being escorted out now. How did she take it? Long pause. She told us we'd all regret this, that she'd make sure everyone knew what kind of company we really are. Then she threatened to sue, screamed that we were protecting rapists, and tried to throw her laptop at Michael. Jesus. Security's walking her out the back exit. Marcus, she specifically said your name, multiple times, said you'd orchestrated everything, that you manipulated evidence, that you were the real problem here. My stomach tightens. What does that mean? I don't know, but be careful. She's not done. I watch the back exit from my parking spot. 2 security guards emerge with Sarah between them. She's still in yesterday's clothes, mascara smudged, carrying a box of her stuff. She stops at her car, pulls out her phone, starts typing furiously. I have a bad feeling about this. I head up to my office around 8:30. Place is quiet. People avoiding eye contact. My assistant Amy stops me. Marcus, you're getting a lot of emails. I sit at my desk, open my laptop. 73 unread emails since yesterday. The first one makes my blood run cold. From Women's Workplace Coalition to all Morrison & Blake employees. Subject, investigation announcement. We have received credible reports of systematic retaliation against women at Morrison & Blake Consulting, including the termination of an HR director who attempted to protect female employees from harassment. It goes on. 3 paragraphs. Professional language, damning implications. Mentions me by name. Marcus Wright, who allegedly led the coordinated response. The email was sent at 8:47 a.m., 20 minutes ago, right after Sarah was escorted out. She didn't waste any time. Next email, from one of my clients. Subject, need to discuss. Then another, and another. My phone rings. It's Claire. Marcus, someone posted our address online. There's a thread about you on Twitter. They're calling you a misogynist. I'm scared. I close my laptop. Look around my office. Awards on the wall. Photos with clients. 18 years of my career. Yesterday, I thought proving Sarah wrong would end this. Instead, it just started a war. Another email comes in. This one from Hartman Industries, our biggest client, $12 million contract up for renewal next month. Subject, urgent compliance concerns. My hands are shaking as I open it. Dear Morrison & Blake leadership, it has come to our attention that there may be workplace culture issues at your firm that conflict with Hartman's DEI compliance requirements. We have received information regarding policies that may create barriers for women employees. Given our partnership and upcoming contract renewal, we need to discuss this matter immediately. I read it twice. Then I see the CC line. Jennifer Mason, Chief Diversity Officer, Hartman Industries. Sarah didn't just go to activists. She went to our biggest client. She's trying to destroy us. Emergency partners meeting within an hour. All 7 of them in Robert's office. Michael's pacing. Hartman is 15% of our revenue. If they pull out, we're looking at layoffs. They won't pull out, I say. Not when they see the evidence. You better hope you're right, Michael says, because if they do, this firm will want someone to blame. And right now, you're the obvious candidate. Robert intervenes. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Jennifer Mason is thorough. She'll investigate properly. And if she doesn't, another partner asks. The room goes quiet. They're all looking at me. I leave that meeting knowing my career is on a knife's edge. The next 5 days are hell. Monday morning, protesters outside the building. Actual protesters with signs and chanting. Believe women. Morrison and Blake protects predators. I have to walk through them to get to the door. Someone shouts, "Rapist enabler." Security has to intervene. Inside, it's worse. Half the women won't make eye contact. The men are terrified. Junior consultants asking if they should update their resumes. Tom pulls me aside. My daughter saw an article about us. Asked me if I hate women. She's 12, Marcus. Tuesday, I lose my first client. They're apologetic about it. It's not personal, Marcus, but with all the media attention, we just can't be associated right now. That's 15% of my annual billings. Gone. Wednesday, partners meeting. All 7 managing partners crammed into Robert's office. Robert shows us the media coverage. Articles in Business Insider, Forbes, LinkedIn, posts going viral. Elite consulting firm's buddy system punishes women for speaking up. The articles quote Sarah anonymously. I was suspended for trying to protect women. They quote current female employees. Jessica saying she feels surveilled and unsafe. Others saying the recording policy makes them uncomfortable. Not one mention of Jason's evidence. Not one mention of the receipts or security footage. Just narrative. Men protecting men. Old boys club. Retaliation. Michael looks at me. What if we just suspended the buddy system? Would that make this go away? Are you serious? Tom speaks up. After everything we showed? I'm serious about keeping clients, Michael says. Hartman wants answers by Friday. I feel the room shifting. Some partners looking at me like I'm the problem. Thursday, my wife sits me down at breakfast. The kids are getting questions at school, Claire says quietly. Someone showed them an article with your picture. They're asking if you did what people are saying. I didn't do anything, I say. You know that. I know that. But they're 16 and 14. They're reading things online that say their dad is a misogynist who protects harassers. I don't know what to say to that. Friday afternoon, I'm ready to quit. Just walk away. Let someone else deal with this. Then Robert pulls me aside. Jason's suing us, Robert says. I blink. What? His lawyer filed this morning. Wrongful termination, defamation, emotional distress. The whole thing. He hands me the filing. I skim it. It's detailed. Every email, every interaction, the suspension, the forced resignation, the NDA, and then I see it. Attached exhibits, all the evidence I compiled. Uber receipts, hotel security footage, keycard logs, the text message, meeting notes. His lawyer is releasing this publicly, Robert says. As part of the lawsuit, it'll all be on the court record. When? Monday, press conference. Jason's going public with everything. I should feel relieved. The evidence will be out there. Media will have to cover both sides. But all I can think is, the firm is being sued. We're going to look terrible either way. There's one more thing, Robert says. His lawyer wants you to testify. You compiled the evidence. You were on the trip. They need you. Testify against my own company? Testify for the truth, Robert corrects. You're the one who proved Jason was innocent. Now he needs you to do it again, publicly, on the record. I think about Jason, his pregnant wife, his destroyed career. I'll do it, I say. That same Friday, across town, Sarah is sitting in a podcasting studio. The host is sympathetic, young, progressive, exactly Sarah's audience. So they fired you for trying to protect women? The host asks. Exactly, Sarah says. I implemented a policy that actually took harassment seriously, and the moment a powerful man was held accountable, they came for me. That's awful. What was the final straw? I presented evidence that their investigation was flawed, that they'd rushed to judgment, and instead of listening, they suspended me, then fired me the next day. Sarah doesn't mention her meltdown, doesn't mention the price of progress comment, doesn't mention screaming at the partners or throwing her laptop. She's rewriting history in real time. What are you going to do now? The host asks. Sarah smiles. I'm going to make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else. I've been contacted by other women in the industry with similar stories. This is bigger than me. This is about changing a culture. After the interview, Sarah checks her phone. Dozens of messages, speaking requests, consulting inquiries, a literary agent asking about a book deal. She thinks about Marcus, his panicked face when Hartman sent that letter. His career is over. He just doesn't know it yet. Saturday morning, I meet Amanda at a coffee shop in a different neighborhood. She looks nervous, keeps glancing around. Thank you for meeting me, she says. What's this about? She pulls out her phone. I need to show you something, but first, you need to understand. I like Sarah. I thought she was trying to help, but after what I found out yesterday, what happened yesterday? I found Kayla crying in the bathroom. She told me she lied. My heart stops. What? About Jason, about the elevator, the comment at dinner. She said Sarah coached her, told her to be specific, to add details, that it would be her word against his, and Sarah would make sure she was believed. Jesus Christ. There's more. Amanda takes a breath. I've been recording Sarah for 2 months. You what? After the Tom incident, when Sarah tried to suspend him for giving Jessica feedback, I started recording our one-on-ones, just in case. She hands me her phone, pulls up an audio file from 3 weeks ago. Sarah's voice. Kayla, you need to think about the pattern here. The dress comment, the elevator, the late-night text. It all adds up to predatory behavior. Kayla. I mean, I guess, but I'm not sure he actually... Sarah. Trust your instincts. Women's intuition is real. If you felt unsafe, you were unsafe. There's more, Amanda says. Hours of this. Her coaching, Kayla. Her telling Jessica to exaggerate the Tom complaint. Her talking about you specifically. She plays another clip. Sarah. Marcus is the real problem. He's the one organizing them. If we can discredit him, the whole buddy system falls apart. I sit back. Amanda, this is a... I know. I'm giving it to Hartman's investigator and to Jason's lawyer, but I wanted you to hear it first. Why are you doing this? She looks me in the eye. Because I'm a woman in this industry, and what Sarah did makes it harder for all of us. Real harassment victims won't be believed because of shit like this. Monday, Jennifer Mason arrives. She's not friendly, not hostile, just thorough. We sit in the conference room. I show her everything. The receipts, footage, timeline. She takes notes, asks questions, no emotion. And where is Ms. Morrison now? The complainant? Still employed. She's been avoiding us. I'll need to speak with her. Then Amanda walks in. Ms. Mason, I'm Amanda Pierce. I have some additional information that might be relevant to your investigation. She hands over her phone. Jennifer listens to the recordings. Her expression doesn't change, but she's taking a lot of notes. After Amanda leaves, Jennifer looks at me. What happens now? I finish my investigation, I talk to Ms. Morrison, and then I make my recommendation to Hartman's leadership. She gathers her things. For what it's worth, Mr. Wright, you've been professional and transparent. That matters. It's not a verdict, but it's something. Tuesday night, I'm working late. Everyone's gone home. Knock on my door. Kayla. Marcus, can we talk? Every instinct says no. I don't think that's appropriate. Please. Just 5 minutes. Against my better judgment, I let her in. But I pull out my phone, start recording. Buddy system rules. She sits down. I know Jennifer talked to you. I know Amanda gave her the recordings. Okay. I need your help. My help? If this comes out, I'll lose everything. My job, my reputation. I might even get sued. I can't afford that. You should have thought about that before you lied about Jason. Her expression changes. Hardens. Here's the thing, Marcus. I could say you harassed me too. Right now. In this office. Late at night. No witnesses. I feel ice in my stomach. It would be your word against mine. And with all the media attention, with Hartman investigating, they might believe me. At minimum, it would destroy whatever credibility you have left. She leans forward. Or you could help me. Tell Jennifer the recordings are taken out of context. Say you think this is all a misunderstanding, and I'll make this all go away. I look at her. Really look at her. She's not weak. She's not confused. She's calculating. Get out of my office. Marcus, I'm recording this entire conversation. Every word you just said. Now get out. Her face goes white. She stands up, backs toward the door. You're recording? I hold up my phone. Red light visible. She runs. Wednesday, 2 p.m. Conference call with Hartman. Me, all 7 partners, Jennifer, Hartman's CEO and legal team. Sarah's on the line too. I can hear the confidence in her voice. Jennifer starts. I've completed my investigation into the workplace culture concerns raised regarding Morrison and Blake. Here we go. First, regarding the Jason Torres termination. I reviewed security footage, receipts, keycard records, witness statements, and timeline analysis. The allegations made against Mr. Torres are factually impossible. He was not present at the times and locations described. I hear Sarah try to interrupt, but additionally, Jennifer continues, I was provided with recordings of the HR investigation process. These recordings reveal that the complainant, Kayla Morrison, was coached by then HR Director Sarah to provide detailed accusations. I have Ms. Morrison's subsequent admission that she exaggerated and fabricated elements of her complaint. Silence on Sarah's end of the line. I also reviewed recordings from multiple conversations where Sarah explicitly stated her intention to target specific male employees, particularly Marcus Wright, regardless of evidence. Jennifer's voice is ice cold now. Finally, I was contacted by Mr. Wright, who provided a recording of Ms. Morrison attempting to blackmail him by threatening a false harassment accusation if he didn't support her story. One of Hartman's lawyers swears quietly, Ms. Sarah, do you have a response? Sarah's voice is shaking. Those recordings are out of context. Amanda was... She misunderstood. I was trying to help Kayla process trauma. Ms. Sarah, I heard you explicitly tell Kayla to trust her instincts about events that security footage proves never happened. I heard you discuss using Hartman's DEI requirements as leverage against your own employer. I heard you strategize about how to discredit Mr. Wright. That's not... I didn't... Based on my findings, Hartman Industries will not be pulling our contract with Morrison and Blake. In fact, we're renewing early and expanding scope. We commend the firm for implementing evidence-based policies to protect all employees. Robert actually exhales, audibly. Ms. Sarah, your characterization of events was not only inaccurate, it was deliberately misleading. I'll be sharing my findings with my professional network, and I'd recommend you consult with legal counsel, as Mr. Torres's lawsuit may now include you personally. The line goes quiet. Then Sarah's call drops. She's gone. Hartman's CEO speaks for the first time. Robert, please send our regards to your team. We look forward to continued partnership. The call ends. I sit there, unable to move. Tom grabs my shoulder. We won. Michael, who wanted me gone a week ago, won't look at me. Robert addresses the room. Gentlemen, I think we owe Marcus an apology. Sarah sits in her apartment, phone in her lap. Amanda recorded her. Kayla tried to blackmail Marcus. Jennifer saw through everything. Her email pings. Women's Workplace Coalition. After reviewing new evidence, we're withdrawing our support. Another email. The podcast. We're not airing your interview. Literary agent. Going to pass on the book deal. She tries to call Jennifer. Blocked. Tries to email Hartman. Bounces back. Opens Twitter. Her mentions are on fire. She lied about everything. Used real harassment victims as cover. This is why people don't believe women. She starts typing a response. Deletes it. Types again. Deletes. Her hands are shaking. How did this happen? She was right. She knows she was right. Marcus manipulated everything. He must have. The evidence was too perfect. The recordings were edited. Kayla was pressured. She has to make people see. She starts drafting another email. To media, to activists, to anyone who will listen. But her fingers freeze over the keyboard. Because somewhere, deep down, she knows. It's over. Thursday morning, Morrison and Blake releases a statement. Following a thorough third-party investigation, all allegations of workplace culture issues have been found to be unsubstantiated and, in some cases, deliberately fabricated. We apologize to Jason Torres and have reached a settlement agreement. We commend our employees who came forward with evidence despite personal and professional risk. The buddy system policy will remain in place as necessary protection for all employees. By noon, the media narrative has flipped. False harassment claims destroy innocent man's career. How one HR director weaponized DEI policies. The Believe Women backlash. When accusations are fabricated, Sarah's price of progress, quote, is everywhere. The new cautionary tale. Her phone rings constantly. All unknown numbers. All media wanting comment. She doesn't answer. Friday, Kayla's resignation letter arrives. Effective immediately, I'm resigning from Morrison and Blake. I apologize for the harm I caused and take full responsibility for my actions. Amanda tells me later she saw Kayla cleaning out her desk at 6 a.m., trying to avoid everyone. Did you talk to her? I ask. No. What's there to say? She's right. The settlement is finalized. $100,000 plus legal fees, plus a public statement clearing his name. Not a fortune, but something. I see Jason at a coffee shop 2 weeks later. His wife's with him, baby in a carrier. Marcus. He stands up, shakes my hand. Congratulations, I say, nodding at the baby. Thanks. This is Emma, born 3 days after the settlement. His wife smiles, but I can see the exhaustion. The stress of the last few months is written all over both of them. I got a job, Jason says. Competitor firm. They actually recruited me after the news broke. Said they wanted someone who'd been through hell and survived. That's great. It is. But I'll always have a 3-month gap on my resume. I'll always have to explain why I left Morrison and Blake. And every time I do, someone will wonder if maybe there was something to the accusations. He's right. The truth won, but the stain remains. That Friday, Tom, Kevin, and I grab drinks. First time in weeks, we're not strategizing or putting out fires. To Amanda, Tom raises his glass. The real MVP. We drink to that. You think Sarah's done? Kevin asks. I heard she moved to Seattle, Tom says, trying to get work at a non-profit. Good luck with that. Her price of progress quote is the first thing that comes up when you Google her. We're quiet for a minute. You know what's fucked up? I say. I don't even feel good about this. We won. She lost. But the whole thing just sucks. Tom nods. Jason's still damaged. Women at the firm still can't get informal mentorship. We're all walking on eggshells. And somewhere there's a real harassment victim who won't be believed because of what Sarah did. So what, we just accept this as the new normal? Kevin asks. What choice do we have, I say? Go back to the old system where any accusation destroys you? At least now we have protection. Protection that makes women uncomfortable? Yeah. We sit with that. Remember when work was just about work, Tom says? We all laugh, but there's no humor in it. 3 months later, the office has found its rhythm. Buddy system is just how we operate now. Nobody questions it. New HR director, David, is fair, methodical, evidence-based. No ideology, just process. Some women left. Jessica, a few others. Said the culture changed too much, but others stayed and adapted. Amanda got promoted to senior consultant. She's running cross-gender mentoring groups now, creating transparent feedback processes. It's working, slowly. A junior female analyst approaches me one afternoon. Marcus, can I get your thoughts on the Henderson proposal? Sure. Glass conference room okay? Perfect. We work for an hour. Professional, productive, no weird tension. This is what it looks like now. Everyone protecting themselves while still trying to do good work. Not perfect, but sustainable. My phone buzzes. Claire. Kids want to know if you're coaching soccer this spring. I text back. Tell them yes. Life goes on. I hear about Sarah through the industry grapevine. She tried to get hired at 4 other firms. All passed. Tried HR consulting. No clients. Tried to rebrand as a workplace culture expert. Industry laughed. Her price of progress quote made it into a Harvard Business Review article about the backlash against overzealous DEI initiatives. Last I heard, she's working at a small non-profit in Portland. Much smaller role, much less influence. Her LinkedIn still says Champion for Workplace Equity. No mention of Morrison and Blake, no mention of Jason, no mention of what she did. I wonder if she ever admits to herself that she was wrong. Probably not. People like that don't change. They just find new targets, new causes, new ways to justify their actions. The scary part? She still thinks she's the hero of this story. 6 months later, I'm in my office late. Photo on my desk from 2 years ago, team building event. Sarah's in it, smiling. Jason too. Simpler times. I put it in a drawer. Text from Tom. Drinks tomorrow. I'm in, I reply. The truth won. It shouldn't have been this hard, but it won. Evidence mattered. Documentation saved us. The buddy system worked, but I can't shake the feeling that we're all just playing defense now, protecting ourselves instead of building things together. Maybe that's the price of progress. Different price than Sarah meant, but a price nonetheless. I turn off my light and head home.